Once upon a time, there is Ugandan Knuckles in the rainforest, but he's alone. The Unofficial said, "Don't worry, Ugandan Knuckles, you are be happy now. Nanny Plum is here to pick Ugandan Knuckles. And Flamingo is home from the African savannah, and she brings her beast. And Tung 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 Sahur is here." And Ugandan Knuckles said, "Sahur is here." Once upon a time, there's Ugandan Knuckles and his friends joining the pirate ship. And Ugandan Knuckles and his friends go to the pirate adventure. And then we want to go to school. They are in Maldives basics. And then they want to found a fish tank. And they found the fish tank. They want to learn in the fish tank. And they want to will. And Paris Oliphant found Tung 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 Sahur's treasure. And then Tung 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 Sahur is here. They're now to go back home. And had wheels, a balloon, and not flying. Once upon a time, there's Ugandan Knuckles and his friends are going trick-or-treating with dinosaurs. And then he found Selma as a mummy and marched to it. 64 as a Grim Reaper and Doll in the watch. And he shocked, "No, cheeking." And then he found Tung 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 Sahur as a clown. And he tripped tearing of the kite of a knot. And he found a Shura the Hedgehog as a zombie. And he found 51 as a pirate. And he won Trail. And he found, now it is normal, he found Nanny Plum dives in the fish tank. And then Wallow, the end. Once upon a time, there is 195 is in the dark, founding an emergency. 19 and 195 found Selma sick. And 19 found take her honey and want to work. The end. Once upon a time, they are two members of Ugandan Knuckles. Ugandan Knuckles with the Uganda and Ugandan Knuckles in Saudi Arabia. And then he's dressed as a vampire. Go to Halloween. And then he wants to go in Saudi Arabia. And then he is a witch flying through the sky. And look, Ugandan Knuckles and Carrie and Nanny Plum and Redbird are going on a wait. And then Ugandan Knuckles, Carrie and Nanny Plum go to see the fish tank. And Megasaurus said, "Dipsy diving is coming!" And Nanny Plum dives in the fish tank. Want to watch. And Paris, Ralphus, and Nanny Plum go to Potato Tunnel. And the Ugandans go to space. Once upon a time, there's Tung 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 Sahur and Gada-gadi-gada-ow and in the desert. Once upon a time, there was Sonic and Okapi eating pizza and the one Trilk. Sonic and Okapi going Thanksgiving in a goon. Sonic and the caterpillar going in this grass. And then he found the butterfly. And then Sonic introduced him. "Goodbye, butterfly. See you again. Bye." Then Sonic and all his friends go and found the wheel in the wall. The end. Once upon a time, there is a duck farts and fall in the egg. The goose fall in the egg and watch Rick, the rainforest. Swan and Loon forest eggs on the farm. One wild tree. The end. One watery and will upon a time. There is a flamingo said, "Bird overboard," and the chicken says, "Help!" And the chicken found a little chick and want will Rick want and will to the end. Once upon a time, there was 195 cooked 42 samosas and overload. Stegosaurus cried, and she lost her samosas and she lost her bony plates. And Selma grew some bony plates on a Stegosaurus. And it's finished over it, and this isn't Hello Everything. Once upon a time, there was Selma said, "Help!" And Sonic said, "Hang on, Selma." And Zoe said, "Help, help." And Tail said, "Hang on, Zoe." And part of it. Nanny Plum said, "Help!" And Redbeard said, "Hang on, Nanny Plum." And then want to Rick. The end. Once upon a time, when 195 said, "Hello, welcome to our emergency." And then worried, Selma is stuck in the mud. And she is stuck over wind. Then we heard the wave call 195 to the rescue.
There's a dinosaur.
And then Aventry the end. Once upon a time, there is Sonic and Amy by dates. And then Sonic take a date to Selma, and Selma eat that and want to it. Then the cats ran away. In the woods, Rainbow Thunder and Maymay. Then they found 12 by a cirque for Hawa. Then Selma said, "Don't eat the sick Hawa, eat a wheat Hawa." And then the Stegosaurus said, "I want to work to Taiba Tayeba." Once upon a time, there is Shadow buy an ice cream for Sonic. And then his word to clean. Then Knuckles cried. And then his ice cream is fall down. And the word. Then Amy take a chocolate ice cream for Knuckles. And something else has happened. The end. Once upon a time, 51 tripped into a stone and hurt her leg. And 51 said, "Mommy, I've got a boo-boo." And 510 give a bandage for 51. And then 51 is better. Then 51 can't run away. And 51 is better. Then 51 run away with a bandage. And one race in the time and want to wear keys. And 51 go to Selma's house. And it's the same house as Selma. And after Rick in Once upon a time, there is a god, the Knuckles said. "Hi, Ted." And what did it? Ted said, "Hello, God, the Knuckles. Can you watering flowers in the garden?" And Uga Knuckles said, "No, Ted. We want to go to the future." Then Uga Knuckles has step 1, give an acorn. And Asha has step 2, give an orange. And Mommy will say, step 3, we give an acorn. And step 4, we give a corn. The end. to the hospital. And then he gave him a honey. Then he went to take a honey for 195. And 102 building a gingerbread house while the gingerbread man cries. Then number block 5 is a firefighter going to work. And then it's fire in the wind. Then 5 went to work to the firefighter. Then everything of all. Then number block 60 is a farmer feeding animals over in the farm. Then we're off the end. Once upon a time, there is Uganda Knuckles and Melissa and Selma going to eat burgers. And they want to reach to week. Then they eat burger together. And they love burger. They eat burger in the weed. And it eat burger with only pink block and yes. And Uganda Knuckles and 51 say yes. Uganda Knuckles 51 cried because all his school are over. And Uganda Knuckles, hello, you're sad. Then Selma go to week. Then 51 is sad. Then I'll read in the wind. Then Uganda Knuckles take a pasta for Counter Aluganda 54. Then Counter Aluganda 54 is in the number block show. Then Aisha and Velociraptor eating French fries on space. Then they want to eat French fries over in the Lanky Box world. Then 64 and Selma and Stegosaurus see Aisha and Velociraptor in space on the computer. Then 195 and Selma eating French fries. Then it's want to weaken the wind. Then it's want to win. Then tree 112 smokes. And then tree Sarur said, no 195, don't smoke, you're a Sarur, not Sahur. Then 112 said, go to see the girls in soft play. Then want to just hear and then Uganda Knuckles and Selma and 195 and Parasaurolophus going to run to the weekend Uganda Knuckles. Then Uganda Knuckles and Parasaurolophus go to 64's wedding shop and want to work. Then they want to Kino 4. Then 64 and 195 are married together. And then yes. And then Uganda Knuckles and Carrie and Ribbon see Natty Plum dives in the fish tank. And they want to keen over the ward. The end. Once upon a time, there is a sad bread is crying, and he lost his forks. Then the pigeon said, yes, I am your mom, and I want to eat in the ward and finding my bread. The pigeon said, Don't eat me. I am just a sad bread. And I love you so much. Or do that. Then the pigeon said, no, please, don't eat me. I am just a sad bread. And the pigeon want to eat the bread, and she is a bird. No want to eat. And the bread said, don't eat, please, no, please, don't eat me. Bread, my parents don't like me. Then the pigeon said, don't be sad. I will take care of you. See you. And the pigeon want to go in the weed of the birds. Then the pigeon found another bread flying through in head stuck in the oven. Then the pigeon said, don't be sad. I will take care of you. Then Orca go to find something else weird. Then the sad bread cried again. Then the sad bread falls at ache. Said, want we're in the want to keep of her reek. Then the orca said, 2 dinners yum. I will eat a sad bread and a pigeon. I love. Yum, a sad bread and a pigeon. One to rig and the weed. Then often wake a bony plague of her eek. And then one to rig. Then the pigeon said, the orca said, I am going to have some lovely pigeon and bread today. Then the great white shark, no, I am fat. Then my first brother is Orca. Then one to rig often what in the week. Then the pigeon said, no, the great witch said, no, if I fat, then my first brother whack. Then great witch said, Orca, don't eat those poor things. Then Warwick and the ween on the time. Great white shark take the pigeon and the sad bread to the burrow. And I want to reek. Then want here in the one. I want to لا بس أخلص.
أنت خلصت يلا.
Want to reek. The orca and the great white shark and the pigeon and the sad bread going to week in the one to week in the one to wait then one to wait the end. Once upon a time there is God the Knuckles lost in Saudi Arabia. Then God the Knuckles and then the parent take God Knuckles to his country. Then Uganda Knuckles go to Uganda and he wear his country costume. The 29 give a postcard for Uganda Knuckles. And it want to give, and then Uganda Knuckles wants to be going over it all. The end. And once upon a time, there is Uganda Knuckles cook his rice, and he gave it to 10. And then one took. Then 10 starts to eat her rice. Then Uganda Knuckles take the rice to 10 because Uganda Knuckles is strong. Then 10 eat rice. And 10 eat rice 6 days. Not 6 days, 6 minutes. And then 10 was now strong. And 10 eat rice and it's now strong. And of course, then got the Knuckles 5 and 10 go to Uganda. And then Uganda Knuckles is back home. And then 5 and 10 say see you later. And then Uganda Knuckles go to Oregon. And 21 see Uganda Knuckleses. And they are 8 members of Uganda Knuckleses. Then Uganda Knuckles 195 and Sonic Mop Hand are in the forest. Then Alfred went to Reek. The end. Once upon a time, there is number block 1 taking a bath. And number block 10 standing with one. Then 1 is now dry. And number block 1 taking a rubber ducky. Then 1 to resort. Then number block 1 and number block 10 are driving.
But
10
only 10 years old. He
Yeah.
can't drive.
And then 10 drive to Fun Fair. Then number block 1 and 10 go to Fun Fair.
Why is
to see
Uganda
Uganda
Knuckles?
Knuckles.
Why does so many Uganda
And
Knuckles?
there are 50 Uganda Knuckleses in Overbrook. Then 21 and 51 and 80 go to the Fun Fair.
This is not it. This is it.
Then Ulrich, 18, lose her white blocks and wall. 18 is Selma's brother. And then
No,
Carrot.
great.
And then Carrot
Karate.
Knuckles make Carrot in the Fun
Karate, love
Fair.
karate.
And then he make Carrot. He makes karate in the Fun Fair. And he want to Rick and he want to make karate for 100 years.
It's Japanese.
As rock. The end. Once upon a time, there is Sonic and Uganda Knuckles and Yasser are in an amusement park. Then Sonic and Uganda Knuckles and their friends are riding a train. And of course, they want to reek off and think. Then they ride a carousel. Amy rides a unicorn and they were all ride a carousel. And of course they ride a carousel. Then 10 pick up Uganda Knuckles. Then 10 said, "Did you have fun, Uganda Knuckles?" And Uganda Knuckles said, "Yes, 10." And Uganda Knuckles said, "Mommy, don't pick me." And then Sonic, Tails, and Amy said, "Bye, Uganda Knuckles. You go back home." And Uganda Knuckles said, "Bye, guys." And then Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy are jumping in the trampoline. But no Lua Bobby and no Shadow and no Dr. Eggman. Only Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles and Amy. And they want to root to jump. The end. Once upon a time, there's 51 happier in the white, and he's jumping in the white background. Then 51, he want to eat his chicken. Then 51, he eats rice, chicken, and potato. Then 51 will be now strong after days. And then rock. Then 510 cook 6 cinnamons for 51. And it will be cooked 10 minutes. And of course, 51 eat her chicken. And of course, 51 eats her cinnamon and turning color. Then 51 eats her cinnamon, and she eats 2 minutes. It will be 51 now strong. And it will be 51 strong, and it has muscles. And then 51 will have muscles. Then 51 is now strong, and she has muscles. And of course, then 51 and her friends are going to the restaurant. And 51 said, "Bye, Mommy, 510. And 510 said, "Have fun, 51. Eat well." And then 51 play a slide. And then 510 wait for 510. And it's wait minutes of Rick. Then of Rick. Then what was it? I'm the king. And what I had to do. You're not. I'm the king. I am so the king. And of course, hey, then all the number blocks go to space. And they want to take a planet. And they see Mars. Then Knuckles and Selma and Paris are all of us said, "Hello, 105 and 100 said, "Ahoy there, you got the Knuckles. I will be either strongest of all." And then can't we? Yes, we're fine. We'll bear the children. Then we got the duck, and then Pink Fog and Lottie said, "Hi, you got the Knuckles." And Uncle Knuckles said, "Hi, Lottie. Hi, Pink Fog." And Motoric. The end. Once upon a time, there is an old cappy for Cook in Dr. Poppy's hair. Then Dr. Poppy turned into Selma, and Selma cried. And it's now Selma from Bubble Nubs. And Motoric. Mayasura jumped Magic King, Dr. Selma to Dr. Poppy. And what the look. The end. One right to Rick. And the story is the end. Once upon a time, there is Sonic found a sleeping sloth. And it's sleeping. Then found the sleeping sloth, and the sloth sleeping. Then Sonic watering a sleeping sloth, and it's the sleeping sloth coming out of our kid. Of course. What was it? What? Then Uganda Knuckles hit the sloth and Sonic. And it was Tariq. And then the sloth is coming to the hospital. And then you will be the doctor. And it's no doctor. Then they are in the hospital. And they are sick. And then, of course, they are in the hospital. And they are in the hospital. Of course, of them. Then, of course, of them, of those. Then, Sonic, then Tails, Knuckles, and Shadow and Cream are in Cream's house. Cream's house is right before Final Rush. And then I want Tariq. And then one Tarak. That way I want to find you. Hey, and of course, and want who else? And it worked. The work. And then they're still sitting on the house. Then Redbeard is coming to pick up Cream. Then Redbeard is pick up Cream and that. Redbeard, the pirate, pick up Cream the rabbit. And of course, and pick up Cream. Redbeard is here, want to pick up Cream. Redbeard is here to pick up Cream. Then Redbeard is here to pick up Cream, and they go back to their ship. And this Redbeard is going to pick up Cream later. And of course, in one Tarek. And then Sonic said, "Goodbye, Cream the rabbit. See you again." And Cream said, "Bye, Sonic. I am going back home." And then Sonic said, and then Cream going back to Redbeard's ship. Then Cream is going in Redbeard's ship and it's riding in the ship. It's riding the ship. It rides the ship for hours and hours, 4 hours. Then Cream is back home and it rings the door for Vanilla the rabbit. Cream rings the door for Vanilla the rabbit. Cream rings the door for Vanilla the rabbit again. And then Cream is finished. Then Cream rings the door for Cream's sister. Then I'll ring Cream's sister. It is... and then Cream's sister is... I don't know. Then Vanilla is here to pick up Cream. Then Vanilla here's to pick Cream. And then Cream said, "Mommy, I am here." He said, "Little rock," and off with them. Then Cream go to her house. And Cream and Vanilla are picking up of course, they pick up. They not want to reach the end. One right offer to wear to prep. Once upon a time, there is 60%. Achoo! Anuga Knuckles said, God bless you, 64. Then, the Sahurs Skeef Uganda Knuckles. And the Uganda Knuckles going to the witch house. Then, the Cather Aluganda 54 monkeying Uganda Knuckles. And it makes so much fun. Then Stegosaurus and Selma are driving a train. Selma and Stegosaurus are driving a train to take Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy to the walk. Then 125 calls Selma and Elf rescue. Ben and Holly and Oric in the wall. And of course, it won. Then the cats run away. And the cats run away often. Then Rock, the cats run away often. Then Ray's mom and Paris Ralphus pick up their babies. Their babies are Ray and Bucky Dino. Then 105 got a rescue helicopter to rescue Selma from the mud. And then Selma is out from the mud anymore. Then Uganda Knuckles cook pizza and pasta and rice. And 3 foods at once. Then who is he cooking for? 4, 10, 20, and 30.
Wow. Why is Uganda Knuckles feeding Tin? Tin is a grown-up.
Easy. Then 196 feeding Nile crocodiles.
One more yellow crocodile and global crocodile.
Then Oric and the what? 4 and you. Then 21 and Selma and Yuga Knuckles and Sonic are going to the beach. And Selma wants to be stuck on the ocean and the air. Once upon a time, there is Tangle and Selma are rock stars. And they want to shred. Then Tin and Selma and Dr. Puppy and Knuckles said, Good night, Tangle. It's your bedtime. And then Tariq and then Tin had to relax. And then off and all day with the apartment. And all the number blocks is seeing Tin had to relax. Then Tangle and Selma and 18 are sitting off in the wind. And of course, they want to clean. And of course, then Tangle and 51 and Selma and Wolf and Selma Gofferoni are making 51's birthday. And of course, then Tangle has her dress and Tin has Sonic toys and Selma has a toy car and Selma Gofferoni has a bunny. Then they go to Tangle's showtime. They are in Tangle's showtime button. all of them making cards. And of course they want to. Then you got the Knuckles sell donuts with Tangle. Tangle has donuts, and it taking for it. And Tangle said, "Bye, good Knuckles." And Sonic, Tangle, and Sonic Marpellion are going camping, and they're eating marshmallows with Sonic Marpellion. And of course they want to. Then Sonic dreams about Amy, Cream, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Whisper, and Tangle playing Strokes. And of course they want to. Then Sonic and Tails found Tangle hurt her leg. And of course, and of course, it was two kids. And what horror. Then 198 see Tangle's leg on an X-ray. And it's found often more. Then, of course, I don't want to harm. Then, Uganda Knuckles, Tangle, and Ray's mom and Selma are at a picnic, eating some food with themselves. And, of course, they want to. Then Henny Penny and Selma are eating chicken wings. And, of course, it eat. And it finished for it. Then Ray's mom climbed to 15. Ray's mom climbed to 15 all hours. Then all of them coughing all around. And of course, they only took. Then 21 said, "Hello, God Knuckles. Shall we make sandcastles?" And God Knuckles said, "Yes, please, 21. And it want to make offered the end. One more to read. Once upon a time, there's two said, "It's so yummy, Tails." And Tails said, "It's so yummy too." And then Shadow and Nine said, "It's so yummy, Shadow." And Shadow said, "It's so yummy too, Nine." Then Tickle and you got Knuckles picking some fruits, and Nine makes blueberries. Still barking. Nine makes his blueberries, and it's taken to Sonic the Hedgehog. Then Sonic eat blueberries, and then Nine said, "Here you go, Sonic." And Sonic said, "Thump. Thanks, Nine." Then we got Knuckles take 30 blocks from 21, from 51, and then it's now 21. And of course they took it. Then 10 and 9 said, "We don't have any juices." And 9 said, "No juices at all." And of course that one took it. Then Tingle and Maymay and Selma said, "Here are some juices for you." And 10 said, and 9 said, "Thank Thank you! We're so happy! And 10 said, bye, number block 1! I'm going to visit my sister today! And 1 said, goodbye, 10! And 10 goes to 30! And then it went to work, and it's going inside the 4. And it went to wake up 4. The end! Watery, and we're going to a priming about a 4. Once upon a time, there was Uganda Knuckles at 21 and Nanny Plum making sand castles together. Then Tangle, Maymay, and Selma have to pick up Uganda Knuckles, and they going after, and then then 195 cup pancakes for Tangle, and Tangle is ready to eat pancakes, and it's now ready to eat pancakes. Then Tangle eats pancakes with chocolate, and she eats her breakfast. And now she eats her breakfast now. Then Sonic and Manic and Sonia and Queen Alina cook it, making sandwiches together. Now Sonic Mophead eats his sandwich. And now it went to rock, and of course it went to red. The end! One around week, and what? Once upon a time, there's 2 said, hello, Daddy 200, I love you! Daddy 200 said, I love you too! Let's go home! And 1 said, hello, Daddy 100, I love you! And 100 said, I love you too, 1! And it want to reek of 1, and 1 want to rock. And then it want to reek off in the weed. And for to go to Then 200 and 101 and 2 are in the truck, driving every time. And everything is better. Then 1 and Sonic and Tails and Ted and Ray's mom are eating pizza. And they love pizza together. And of course it. Then 2 sleeps. And 28 said, 2, wake up! Today we'll eat a pizza! And 2 eats a pizza alone. And 2 who eat his pizza 1 right ago. And of course it went too good. Then Tangle and Ray's mama and Selma are singing on right foot. Tug, 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 sahur, ratata, sahur, din, 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 dun, ba, din, din, dun. And Tug, 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 sahur, and Ballerina, Cappuccino, and Cappuccino Assassino are eating burger and french fries and nuggets in the 4. Then 195 and his friends are drinking juice. It is now 105. Rice Mom, Bombardino, Crocodile, Shalala, Lavaka, Sister, Serenita, and his persona singer often. The end! Once upon a time, there's 200 and happy holidays! Now often right 4. Then you got to Knuckles said, happy holidays, Knuckles, normal son. And 200 said, don't say it that way, you are Christmas. Tangle and Ted and you got to Knuckles are baking a big mouth cake. And so in the war. The end. Once upon a time, there is Sonic and Knuckles are making a Zilla, and they make Zilla. Allahu Akbar. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. And Sonic and Knuckles are seeing Tangle sick. And of course, Tariq, the end. Then you got the Knuckles and the big one with Lothier in the mountain. And it went to her once upon a time in sound. And once upon a time, there is Uga Knuckles and Pink Fong and Lottie in the mountain. And of course it would. Then you got the Knuckles and Big Fog and Lottie see Tango. And it was to read the end. What to read and go to Prim. And of course it's a Prim. And once upon a time, there is Sonic and Knuckles and Tails going to see Dr. Puppy the scientist. And of course, it went to Kinofar. The end! One more to read, and we're going to Prem. And of course, it went to... Then, Super Knuckles like... Sahur. Amariana Vado Sahur. And we tuk Sahur and ta Sahur. Of course, it went to Rook. Sahur Rado. Sahur. And his friends that talk. Then you got the Knuckles go shopping. You got Knuckles go shopping. And then it was Tariq often. And of course it was to clean. Then Tangle Bunny. Take. You got Knuckles going shopping to bring a dress for Tangle. And of course into a two. Then she wears a dress clean for Uganda. And not the wind, the stars clear up Knuckles from. And the Uganda we're coming strong. And some don't eat it. For free. The end. Then you got Knuckles said, Happy birthday! Then it got rough and old in the lot. And it went to go for a. And of course, it went. Then you got the Knuckles and his friends are going to say, Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, got the Knuckles. Happy birthday to you. And then we heard wife is doing to a magic show. For Sonic, Tails, you got Knuckles and Shadow. It's a magic show. And it comes to the end. Then the parents or elephants drink her coffee. What a so yummy! And of course it would to clean. Then you got Knuckles and Tangle. Oh, parents or elephants drink her coffee, but we don't stole it. And what to rook? Once upon a time there is a duck fart and fully an egg. And it went to rock the end. Then you got the Sonic and his friends are playing in the playground. And it's then Tangle Bunny and Ted and Selma are here to pick up Tangle. And of course it was too clean. Then Ted, Tangle and Selma and Tangle Bunny are going home. Tangle Bunny has a bag and it's taken to 29. And 29 has a card. Ooh. so much. And Sonic and his friends are riding in a train to Riyadh. And it's going over. Then Sonic and his friends are going to Four Seasons Hotel. And so now for it. Like now for a way. Then Sonic and Tails and Knuckles and their friends are eating egg of cherry and want to kill a far. And it's want to race. Then you got Sonic and his friends are going to Asafhania. And it's going to Asafhania and drinking Shai and Kahwa Arabiya. And then Sonic and his friends are going to if our world in reality and see dolphin like Arca. And then Sonic and his friends are going back home and it want to go and to run and it want to rank for the end. One want to read to go to prim. Then, once upon a time, there is Ugandan Knuckles and Tangle Bunny and 198 making a pizza. Tangle Bunny carefully puts the pizza in the oven and it's waiting 20 minutes. And of course it would. Then Uganda Knuckles and Tangle Bunny and 198 are waiting for the pizza. And it waits for the pizza any minutes. Then they eat a pizza and drinking juice, like mine. And of course, it worked to go and eat a pizza. Then Perez Olivis and 195 and Salma are here to pick up Yuka Knuckles. And Yuka Knuckles said, hello. And Ray and his mom are putting the green pizza in the oven with green gum, cucumber, and of course the green crust. And they eat the pizza and go to say, yucky. And it's yucky. And now it's for it. Then 14 ride a skateboard. And this is not 14, this is 40. And now 14 ride his skateboard again. And he become 14. And Uganda Knuckles and Tangle and Perez Olivis are in Tangle Bunny's cafe. And they eat donuts, crispy croissant, and Uganda Knuckles and his friends said, bye Tangle the bunny. And Tangle Bunny said, bye. And 40 makes a green pizza and it's yucky. And of course, that happened. Now. Then Uganda Knuckles and his friends are riding a car and they go home. And of course they want to go back home. Then, at the end, once upon a time, there is Wave the Swallow and Beep are making pasta. And the 4 in the end, and 1, 3, and we're going to prep. Once upon a time, there's 1 and 2 eating popsicles. And of course and Dr. Poppy and Tin give popsicles for 1 and 2. And they all wear sunglasses. Of course, that is happening often before. Once the end, one wants me and we go to primp. Ooh, once upon a time, there's one and Uganda Knuckles are eating a pie. And they waited. Uganda Knuckles said, "Hey, Tango! Hey, what are you ate?" And they're sharing the pie together. And every Sonic character count. The end. One more thing, Prim. Once upon a time, there's 40 cent. It's so yummy! And that's the end. Once upon a time, there's Uganda Knuckles and Aisha and 195 are saying, "Bye, Mommy Mole, you're going to visit T-Rex and Triceratops' house." And Mommy Mole is going to start to drive a car. And she drives a red car in the Peppa Pig series. And then Mommy Mole drives a red car. She goes to Triceratops' house. And then she wants to come now. And she's here. And she's Mommy Mole for 24 seconds. And Mommy Mole is here in T-Rex and Triceratops' house. And they go in. Mommy Mole goes to T-Rex and Triceratops' house. In the Peppa Pig house. And they want to go now off in the end. No. Then you got the Knuckles said, "My friend is here." And Aisha said, "My mole is home." And then at the end, then once upon a time, there is Tung 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 Sahur and Ballerina Cappuccino, and Cappuccino Assassino are eating burger. And then Tra-la-lira, tra-la-la, and Orca-lira, orca-la, and Frigu Camillo are eating burger. And then eat the burger, of course. Then Bombardino, Crocodilo, and Tay-Tay-Tay Sahur, and Ta-Ta-Ta Sahur are eating a burger. Then the Perez Oliphus and Ray's mom and the Pig Bird are eating burgers too. And they eat the burger now. Now the end. 1-1-3. And we're going to bring about a fun. Once upon a time, are eating a bread. They eat the bread now. And they eat the bread now. Then, Douglas Swannon said, "So yummy, we don't have any tooth. You like penguins." And then they swim in the ocean. And they want to ask, "What I'm doing, dipsy diving on the ocean." And they swim in the ocean. Then Flamingo comes here and she said, "That is Douglas Swan and Loon." And that. Then the penguins swim. And the penguins swim in the ocean 50 times. Swim, 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 swim. Swim, 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 swim. Then Flamingo is here with the penguin. And the end. One more trick will go to prep. Once upon a time, there was a crow and the okapi in the forest. And then it went to go. Then the crow is flying to the birds, pigeon and parrot. And they eat some birdseed. They eat birdseed now. Then Sonic flies an airplane to the crow. And now he goes after the one. Then Sonic takes the crow to Buffalo. And the buffalo is here to be cut off. The end. One more trick go to prep. Once upon a time, there is Mommy Mole said, I am pregnant. And I am pregnant now. Then Dr. Poppy and Dr. Panda take Mommy Mole to the hospital. And now they go to the hospital now. They go to the hospital now often. Then Mommy Mole has now got a baby. Now Mommy has got a baby mole. And Turtle is here. And Auntie Mole is not there. Then Uganda Knuckles, Naisha, and Mommy Mole, and 195 are the ones. There's Uga and the Knuckles and Naisha, and they go to find the way. Then Mommy Mole is here to make, and Mommy Mole is now green. And Uga Knuckles and I showed her to find way. And Mommy Mole was falling in the sea. and Mommy Mole was falling in the sea now. And Mommy Mole fell in the sea. And Uga Knuckles said, do you know the way? And Mommy Mole was falling in the sea. And then, now, it goes. Then, you go on the Knuckles and the Yuffin, all of them going to the one. Then, 195 said, woman overboard! And Mommy Mole said, help! And now it goes that. Then Mommy Mole said, I'm falling in the sea. It was horror Knuckles. And they go with that. Then on the Knuckles and Nanny Plum are drinking Red Bull. And once upon a time there was a Knuckles and Nanny Plum drinking Red Bull. And now they drink Red Bull. And now they drink 7-Up. Now they drink 7-Up now. They drink 7-Up. And now they drink 7-Up now. Then, do you have the energy to handle this? And Knuckles said, yes! And then Uganda Knuckles and the Okapi and Nanny Plum are here with the Knuckles spotted loon. And that, of course, then they surfing the Then now they surfing with a surfboard. Now they go to find Red Bull. Here. Then they found Red Bull. Now. They drink Red Bull now. And now drink Red Bull often. Then Boom Knuckles is here to drink Red Bull. And he drinks Red Bull often. Now they drink Red Bull often and often. And now they drink Red Bull now and now. And now they drink Red Bull. Then they drink Red Bull often and often. They have the Red Bull now. Then they want to make sand castles. Then Shadow give ice cream. And now they drink Red Bull now. Then there is a koala and a mouse in the summer vacation. And Shadow give ice cream. Now he give ice cream often. Then all of the people drinking Red Bull. And all of the people drink Red Bull. And all of the people drinking Red Bull. And then Miet Milliard and Auntie Mole and Cousin Mole are making cupcakes and muffin. They put the muffin in the oven. Now they put the muffin in the oven. Now oven. The end. One watery and we're going to prep. Once upon a time, there's Sonic and Amy found 5 as a mermaid. The end. One watery and we're going to prep. Once upon a time, there is Sonic found Freddy Fazbear and Stitch. And all of Fiend. The end. Once upon a time, there is 1 and 4 and 6 are not colorful anymore. And now they eat grapes. They eat grapes. They are now red and green and purple now. They eat grapes. And now they're colorful. Of course that is. Once upon a time, there's Uganda Knuckles said, No, not apples, normal. And Uganda Knuckles like your chocolate. Here you go, Ted. Have some chocolate because you're a woman. The end. Once upon a time, there's 105 ring with a mobile, and Dr. Puppy's stuck. And of course, that's stuck anymore. Once at the end, one watery and going to print. Once upon a time, there's Uganda Knuckles and Paris Oliphant found 51 and 24. The end. Once upon a time, there is Sonic and Tails are in the restaurant. And I go to Vukaru. The end. Once upon a time, there is Dr. Bobby said, You're not! I am the best catcher! And when me and Milliard said, I am the best catcher. I am so the best catcher. Me and Milliard make a kiss 100 miljard mycket sallad. The end. Once upon a time, there's Sonic and Tails and Knuckles and Amy go to Starbucks. They drink coffee because they're now adults. Then they go to Al-Ahsa Mall. And they go to the Ahsa Mall there. Then they go to Billy Bees. And they hate Billy Bees. And they want to go to another mall. And no, they want. Then, once upon a time, the end. What do I take? Once upon a time, there is a god, the Knuckles, fountain, swimming. The end. What do I do? Once upon a time, there is Sonic and God Knuckles meet Colossus. The end. One watery. Once upon a time, then see the portal. Uganda Knuckles goes inside. Uganda Knuckles is at the realm of Colossus. And he sees 3 blue Uganda Knuckleses. They look like ghosts. Uganda Knuckles leaves the realm and sees ducks, geese, swans, and loons. And they say, "Hello, Uganda Knuckles." The end. Once upon a time, there is Uganda Knuckles found Sonic and Colossus in the realm. Drink. Don't worry, Dad. I'll save you. Tango, you're here. Beep. Dear Knuckles, having survival. Rah! Everyone run! Tung 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 Sahur is coming!
Tung 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 sahur. Anomali mengerikan yang hanya keluar pada sahur. Konon katanya kalau ada.
The rhino on safari says snort, snort, snort. The cheetah on safari says grr, grr, grr. The hyena on safari says ha 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 ha. The crocodile on safari says snap, snap, snap. The monkey on safari says ooh, ooh, ah. Snort, grr, ha ha ha, snap, ooh, ooh. The lion on safari says roar, roar, roar. The elephant on safari says trumpet, trumpet, trumpet. The zebra on safari says whinny, whinny, whinny. The giraffe on safari says hum, hum, hum. The hippo on safari says splash, splash, splash. Roar, trumpet, whinny, hum, splash. The flamingo on safari says honk, honk, honk. The ostrich on safari says boom, boom, boom. The baboon on safari says bark, bark, bark. The antelope on safari says bleat, bleat, bleat. The warthog on safari says grunt, grunt, grunt. Honk, boom, bark, bleat, grunt.
Knuckles, and the outcome memories. And the lasagna is here and foreign than the want. And that was the arrival of Dr. Poppy. The end. What? Here's the lemur. Let's want to go away. And we want to give ice cream. For lasagna. Mimi, you're here. Lasagna, you're eating ice cream. Dear Broom Sonic, having survival. Rah! Everyone run! He is coming! Dr. Puppy! Ray's mom! Parasolophyst! What are you doing? We are doing for the Everett! And overall! What Brazilian and lasagna are not there! And the Amelia are not there! Boy 195, you're going to work. Boy, you got the knuckles. Hi, I am going to Ramparato. I am going off an hour. And I'm going to work. And off an hour. The egg of a rock. Hi. I am at work and I am just sitting right in the office. And often working and all of my friends are going here. Of course! 1,000, 1 million, 1 billion, miat milliard, 1 trillion, 10 trillion. Why did you sit and wait for 195? Thank you, Gregzilla. Which Tangle? Tangle the lemur? Or Tangle Bunny? Or Tangle Sun? Tangle the lemur! It is yummy, yummy! Yes, Amy, I leave 3 here. It's no use anyway. Do you know how many people alive? Everyone run! She is coming! Let's go, Ophelia, run!
The Poppy on safari, off to help animals.
Oh God, the Knuckles is going upstairs! And 195 making cookies! Sonic eats his dinner! And he said, yummy! Here is your food, 29! There is a chicken in the kitchen! And 300,000 cooking with the chicken! The 3s are making a lemonade! And then they put lemon, and they put sugar, and they put salt, and they put everything in the lemonade. Yes, please, Mom. I leave 300,000 here. It's no use anyway. The root's coming off and do you know how many people live? Run! Everyone run! He is coming! Once upon a time, there is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 are in مقهى جبل القارة. And 1 and 3 and 4 and 5 are in the cruise ship. And they go to the shop. Then they go to the shopping. They are going to the shopping, and of course they go to shopping. And that was going off and right. And all of them were going to primming, no primming about the fall. And 1 and 3 and 4 and 5 are in the restaurant. And they eat everything. And of course, then 1 and 3 and 4 and 5 go to Starbucks. And they drink coffee. Then 1 and 3 and 4 and 5 are sleeping. Then 1 and 3 and 4 and 5 are in the restaurant. And then they go surfing in the ship. And then, of course, it went to Reek and often, right? We're going to Prambenko and want to go in for a tour. Then they go to Marasi Galleria. And they buy how. And they want to ride in often a 4. Let's going for an often ride. I tough on an R. And they want to go a 4 in the 1. Or a fun. And all of them often ride. Right in the gun. And they go after again. And they want to go off in here. And they want to go off in here. And then I want to go off in the 4. Molly, you're going off and right. Molly's 16. And off and right. Often we're going to off and right. Going hill and volleyball and often and tweak and right and all of them and all of these are fun. And then they go to everything and often right and often right. Often right. They go to the Empress. And then they go to all words right off and right. And they want to go all right go. And they go to shopping. Every shopping's going. And they want to right off and right. And it want to go often right to go. And they want to go often. And they want to go often. And all of them are going to. They want to go to their bag restaurant. And all of they eat healthy foods. Then they sleep and drink kahwa. They drink coffee. Then they go to the gym. And all of them are going off and right. And all of them. Then they are in the airplane going back home. And they, of course, want to read the end. One want to read to bring about the fun. Once upon a time, there was 300,000 drinking 7-Up. I didn't go to drink. Sonic And Tails and Knuckles and Amy and Sticks are at the beach with Nanny Plum. And Knuckles hurt. And Nanny Plum said, "Hello, Nanny Plum here." And then Nanny Plum called Dr. Poppy. And then was Dr. Poppy sinking in the sea, found at 300,000. And Knuckles hurt his leg. And Nanny Plum called Dr. Poppy. And Dr. Poppy is here. And often right. You got the Knuckles. It's with 300,000. Hey, UK, 300,000. Sonic and Knuckles are going to the cinema. And they go to the cinema now. Then they read to and they make a cellar inside the masjid. And Sonic ride a car with Knuckles. And then they go to Rocket and Off-Right. Sonic and Knuckles go to visit Mario. And then go to right. Then Sonic goes with the horse. And let's go to the horse and off and right, off in. And all of they going off and right. And off and right, and off and right, off and Sonic ride with the horse. And I take the horse to a stable. And I go, Sonic and his friends have go to the masjid. The end. 1 more week. And we're going to bring a marathon. And we're going to put credits. And now we want to put off and right. And then we go to run. Forward is the one to rock. Sonic is running. And often he found Colossus. Colossus, you're going to go. And Colossus is going. And Colossus failed. Of course Colossus is coming. And let's go to find him. Colossus fell down. He was going to run. And then he fell in the sea. Then he go to the current. And then Colossus is going back. Do it? Ah! You got the Knuckles. Wake up. Today we go to Thunder Burger. Okay, we go to Thunder Burger. And then we go to eat pancakes with maple syrup. And it has beef bacon. And it has a beef bacon, not pork bacon. Welcome to Thunder Burger, where you ask for more food as the fast plus lighting. Hey, 195! I want pancakes with maple syrup, and it has beef bacon, and it has beef bacon, not pork bacon. That won't be too real, but because you're my friend, I will make it free. 195. Here is your food, Mr. Sonic. Wait for me! No, I wanted to go in there.
Sorry to intervene, mister, but he is a Colossus from the Outcome Memories realm. Colossus, if you really are from another realm, then let me ask you this. Do you know the way? I hope you're fine, ma'am. If you don't know, I believe one of your lost friends, I think her name is Auntie Mole, he was trapped here since he was a little girl. Ah! Somebody help me! He's here? OMG, Mommy will no longer have to look for her 24/7! Looks like we have another guest. Where am I? There's nothing easy way to say this, but you're double down. You are trapped here until someone defeats the brute.
Don't worry, 300,000! I'll save you! UK, you're here. Yes, other 300,000. Only first 300,000. It's no use anyway. The brute cannot will find us.
Do you know how many people are left alive? Around 6. Is that enough?
Everyone run! He is coming!
Tung 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 sahur.
That means something without a soul? What's the goal now? You lost all your power to a robot? Such a great fate. Why copy his body when everybody knows you and him are just lonesome copies? No, I won't escape yet. There may be 80 seconds left on the clock, but I must save my friend! Hey, pal, I got a plan.
Hey, looks like Colossus came back. Huh? Well, let me just go get a meeting with him. Colossus, I heard that you failed in your mission, huh? Colossus, never go to sleep! Okay, what's wrong? He's... That's a kidnap. A kidnap? Which kidnap? You gotta be kidding me. Knuckles. Dude, I thought that we sent him to the download dimension last week. No.
Nothing. The other one. Huh? You gone, the Knuckles? Huh? That's a joke. He is the one that defeated you? Trust me, it's not. Man, what's wrong? You sick? I'm literally hitting you with the waking. Why are not you waking up? Behind you. What? Do you know the way? Ah!
Hello! Pasta delivery! Wow! Thanks! 100! Let's go! Everyone enjoying their pasta! And then they go to read at foreign. They want to read the end. And
300,000! Can I want chili dogs? Here you go, Sonic. Have some chili dogs because you're good.
hi, Sonic!
Hello, Amy. Have you seen Knuckles today?
Surprisingly, not. I saw a portal at Eggman's cave called the Cave.
Did you know what they're right? I'm Baby Rose, and I am trapped.
Which Knuckles? Knuckles or human Knuckles or Tentrillian? Knuckles!
She is coming! The rain machine is saver. Rain question me. I am Yamilyar, and I am going to weather, and I've got a stick to be the grandfather. Mommy, I didn't do anything wrong. You won't do the rescue. Oh no, you're rescued.
Hey, 300,000! I am this dear Knuckles! And often right by steering 10 trillion, it is foreign class.
Fidel, I am going to West, and I am 300,000 and 400. Right! I am going on the right, and we're going to eat, going to Thunderbird! Good. This is how we make fluffy lemonade outside our burger.
Once upon a time, there was a golden knuckle stick. Then, Aisha goes to school. Then 195 goes to work and goes to a tender burger.
Tender burger.
And Mommy Mo sleeps. And you got to says, I'm hungry. And Sonic is here to learn Uganda Nuggles at home. And Uganda Nuggles eat lunch. And Uganda Nuggles finished lunch. And 105 is home from work. And they've lovely time. And you gotta go sleep. And when it's at the end, one more week and we're going to bring about a time. There was 51. Survival 530 and 397. You said 151. You look very sweaty. 51. I eat hard-boiled eggs. And they've made pizza, rice, chicken, and potato. 530 will wait to get home. 530 is home. And 51 is pizza. Once upon a time, there was Big the cat making lasagna. When it wants to work, the L. Then everyone eat lasagna. There. And the end. And once upon a time, Sonic and his group are eating from McDonald's. Auntie Moses, Molly, how time done my hair? Sonic saw a caterpillar from Sonic Frontiers. Then the caterpillar grew up to a butterfly from good to dauman at Jawan. Ibis la bulbul. 90 dreams about 10 and 19 dreams about the way gas and nanny plum don't exist. And they saw a cow from Decima person. And it's a response. They've got a milk from the cow. And when it's 19 saw a rabbit and dreams about flamingo and one. The end! One water week and we're going to prim about the farm. And once upon a time, there was a hammerhead shark in a truck in City Escape. And the hammerhead shark and his baby are in the City Escape dump truck. Then Sonic far away runs. and we talked with the end. 1 and 2 week, and we're going to priming about a fun. In one's paradise, there is Mommy Mole and her pair eating at Poppy Ann's world. Then they eat again in the blacklisting room, and then they will want to reek. The end. One want to reek, and we're going to priming about a feud. In once a paradise, you got Knuckles and Perez Rolifus are in Halloween. Zebra witch in it. Well, you got the Knuckles and 51 saw a Grim Reaper Perez Rolifus and a Nanny Plum Clown and a Skeleton Flamingo. And lots of Halloween feeders into the lane for 2026. Dr. Poppy's portal problem when it's for the end. One want to reek, and we're going to priming about a far. We saw a dark 195. When we lost, we checked on it. She did it when we got a rule started when 2026. La 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 la.